Hello and welcome to another speed painting where one of these pictures aren't like the other, and that is because I took this picture of the cake and I made this character with it. So let me talk about this speed painting and then I'll rant about my life because I am narcissistic, apparently. So I didn't even use a random number generator that I usually do. This is reference photo number... I have to check this out. I will find it. Give me a second. Number 4. This is reference photo number 4 in the folder that I have compiled references for inspiration photos, not quite references. So I saw this cake and I instantly wanted to do a this to that for it. And what ended up happening was that I was feeling a very flower crown mood the day that I started this drawing, and I really wanted a boy to be wearing this flower crown because why the heck not? And it sort of gave me Peter Pan-esque, like, young and innocent vibe. Not like a creepy, like Peter Pan, guys. Not a creepy way. Like, it's just like a young fairy boy pixie. But yeah, that's sort of the vibe that I just felt with this cake and flower crowns and stuff. So I wanted to do some callbacks. The flower, the color of the flower, and the butterflies were callbacks to the words of the cake. White was the shirt, and then the cardigan was just a free-for-all, really. I started with green as like nature, green leaves type thing, but I changed it to blue, and I think that's just because I saw the background color of orange and it just didn't look right. You'll get what I'm saying once I start to actually color this in. But yeah, like always, I talk about the pros and cons of the pieces before I go on about personal life. Okay, here I'm blocking in the color. This is where the green comes in, right? But the green against the orange, very unappealing. Which I don't understand. Why did I change the cardigan to blue? Because after I changed it to this blue background, it looked perfectly fine. There was no reason for me to change it, but I did anyways. Oops. Pros of this piece, guys, it might have been like a dozen videos ago, or maybe I've said it for a dozen videos, but I finally got reference photos. So that's exciting. I finally got reference photos for a speed painting. So that's the pro. Just personality growth, character growth. And I also liked the skin tone, the shading and stuff. The colors I picked for like the skin and stuff, it went perfectly fine. Until I wanted to make everything cohesive, so then I added a second layer, completely blocked in a color, and then put it on overlay. And then it just made everything look so, like the skin look so pink. So I had to try to adjust all this stuff, and it just looks wrong now. It looks wrong because I added a layer. And this is why you come back to your piece once it's done, because you're gonna come back like an hour, a day later, and you're gonna think to yourself, that doesn't look right. So that's why you aren't done until you wait an hour or so later and come back and check your piece. Because I've already saved this as a PNG and there ain't no going back. That's on my fault too, and the other thing is that I treat this like a traditional art piece. So like the colors and stuff are applied onto one layer. So I can't just adjust things on individual layers because it's all one layer. This life sucks. But yeah, I also liked the hair. I forgot how fun but also stressful curly hair can be because there's so many shapes and it's chaotic. But it's also quite fun in a way because there's a lot of shading that needs to go on and things like that. So once you get into the mood, you really get into the mood. this is a blanket video, therefore I have to talk about the cons of the art piece. And that is, I think I overblend. And it hasn't really clicked in until I started watching this speed painting. And the reason behind, because like when I first heard about overblending on digital art, they were talking about like blending tools and stuff. And like it's been a year or two since I've stopped using the blending tool, and instead I took their recommendation. I don't remember who this video belonged to, by the way. This has been like years ago. I think it was a TikTok video or something. So I used the color picker like they recommended, but I think I've been blending it too much still by using the color picker. So then it makes them look very smooth, like makes the character looks very smooth, and that's not right. So I think that's my slight issues, and that's why I've been having like issues with my paintings, is because they look so smooth. So I think A, I need to stop blending so much, and B, I need to just let the texture of the brush exist, because I tend not to do that. And I tend to like over color pick and over blend. Over color pick? I tend to over blend things. So yeah, we'll try that in the future, and I'll try to refrain. I will try to restrict myself. I will try to have self-control. That's the word. I will try to have self-control when it comes to blending. But that's really the only qualms that I have about the piece. It's just, he looks too smooth, like a plastic figure, and then I lose contrast because of it. And I could definitely add more contrast in the values to more darker shadows and stuff. And I think having shadows gleaming towards cooler colors sort of kind of helps. And I know what you're gonna think. By the time I reached this piece, the butterfly would have been a prime opportunity to either add rim lighting, which I thought about, but it didn't really stay, or like a light source itself. I think initially I was supposed to have that butterfly as a light source, some sort of magical blue butterfly, just so it'd also be an interesting rim shading of a blue instead of having the lights being like a white or a lighter skin tone. I didn't. I think I forgot at some point throughout this piece. My bad. Oopsie daisy. But yeah. So that's my only qualm. I think I over blended the skin, and we'll see how that goes for the next piece. If it helps. And also to use a textured brush. If you guys have any brush recommendations that you love or like, let me know the program name and what brush it is. And if you are using Medibang Paint Pro, let me know what's your favorite brush, and I will try them out. Because I use a lot of the watercolor wet brush and a lot of the pencil brush, which those are two very smooth brushes. And sometimes I use the Sumi, but not often. And yeah. So how's life been treating you? Life's been alright, actually. You guys, surprisingly, people's been liking the video, which is great. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and all. You know, usually I just started this video to like put pressure on me to do something that I like, instead of burying myself into schoolwork and stuff, and then I'd get no pieces done because I wouldn't have the right amount of pressure on me to feel motivated and get things done. But for people to actually be viewing and leaving comments and telling me and just like making new friends on the platform, that has been quite awesome and very nice. And I've been enjoying it, and I've been enjoying reading you guys' comments and stuff. And I've been starting to enjoy doing voiceovers and things like that, just talking, ranting. Hopefully my mistakes will benefit you somehow. But yeah, I'm trying to get a portfolio together to go to art school. Bye-bye biology, hello graphic design. That's the hopes. So I'm getting that portfolio together to submit it, and we'll see if I get accepted. I hope I do, because I am dying a bit on the inside for biology, and I am not liking any seconds of it. So yeah. And I hope you guys had a happy and safe holiday. If I don't hear from the usual commenters, I'm gonna grow a bit concerned. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be a bit worried for you guys' well-being, and I hope you guys all have been safe for the holidays. Trying to think what else. I've been really into playing Hollow Knight. I suck at the game, but I've been loving the style. It's really cute and stuff. And actually, as I was recording this for the 5th take, I was talking about, so people usually do fan art to help grow their channel and stuff and to reach more members, because that's how the algorithm works, right? Once you say something that's trending or something like that, then your video could be recommended and people can find your videos because, you know, they're relating to this current topic type thing. I don't know if this has been updated or whatnot, but anyways, so like fan art is sort of a way to increase your views and stuff, and I was like, I could do fan art, but I also couldn't, because I don't feel like my art is up to level with that, which that doesn't matter, whatever, right? Like, if your personality makes up for it, not sure if mine does, but if your personality makes up for it, you could do like these things and still gain viewers and whatnot and grow a community. But the other reason I don't do fan art is because I don't know what to draw, because I'm not really a part of a specific fandom. Like Harry Potter, I'm like, it's interesting. I like your villain in the series, but I'm also not like a die-hard Potterhead. Like, I haven't watched every movie and I haven't done all these things, and I'm like, I'm not a die-hard Potterhead. I just like your villain, and I like those broken villains and sad backstories. But it's like, I'm not a hardcore fan, so then I'm like, I don't feel like I can, because I'm not a hardcore fan like other people. And like, I haven't listened to every Fall Out Boy song or every Panic at the Disco song, and I haven't been there for all their phases. So I'm not like this hardcore fan, and I don't want backlash from that. But then I'm also like, Legend of Zelda, yes, but I only played Breath of the Wild and the DS versions and things like that. So I'm like really skeptical about it, you know? But anyways, yeah, so that's just a me thing. Maybe I'll do fan art. You'll find out soon enough. In 2 weeks' time, perhaps. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Here's the final piece. Not the worst piece that I've done, that's for sure. And I'm quite happy with the outcome. It's definitely something that I look forward to redrawing. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next speed painting, because that's all I do here.